Hey there, welcome back. So how much of the brain do you think we actually use? 50%? 40? Maybe only 10? For many years, it's been widely accepted that most of us get by using just a small fraction of our brains, leaving the bulk of our cerebral potential massively untapped. That supposed amount of gray matter that we squander has gone up and down over the decades, but 90% is the most popular claim. And that 10% of the brain myth has been perpetuated by many people over the years. Undoubtedly, the biggest boost came from a famous journalist named Lowell Thomas in the preface that he wrote in 1936 to one of the best-selling self-help books of all time, Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People. And the myth has never lost steam since. Even pop culture has reinforced the notion. Check out this clip from the 2014 movie Lucy, starring Scarlett Johansson and Morgan Freeman.
It is estimated most human beings only use 10% of the brain's capacity. Imagine if we could access 100%, interesting things begin to happen. Yes?
Professor Norman, my name's Lucy. I just read all your research on the human brain. It's a little rudimentary, but you're on the right track.
Thank you.
I have access to 28% of my cerebral capacity. I can feel every living thing.
Since when did you start writing Chinese?
Since an hour ago.
What happens when she reaches 100%?
I have no idea.
In reality, the 10% claim is 100% false. We use all of our brain, almost all of the time, and the only instances where there are unused regions of the brain are those in which brain damage or disease has destroyed certain regions. And while it's true that at any given moment, not all regions are engaged in firing, most are active throughout the day at some point, even during sleep. I mean, think about it. If we only use 10% of the brain, then it would be logical to assume that damage to other areas of the brain wouldn't impair our performance at all. Instead, what we know is that there is almost no area of the brain that can be damaged without some loss of ability. Even the slightest damage to the tiniest areas of the brain can have profound effects. Also, brain cells operate on the use it or lose it principle, and it's called synaptic pruning, and those that aren't used degenerate and are discarded. So, if we only used 10% of the brain, we would have huge sections of large-scale degeneration by the time we became adults. So, the next time you hear someone claim that we only use 10% of our brains, you will be able to share the very good news that no part of the amazing brain goes to waste. Want to learn more about how the brain works and how to make it work better for you? Check out my new book, Happier Hour with Einstein, and the full-color companion gratitude journal, available now on Amazon. And if you enjoyed this nugget, pass it on to someone in your corner of the world, because life is always better when you share the good stuff.